Did you know that 72% of people over 50 say that if they could go back in time, they would completely change the way they lived their lives? The question is, will you wait until you get there? Or will you do something now, before it's too late? Imagine waking up at 55 years old. You've been in the same place for decades. Automatic work, lukewarm friendships, shelved plans. You look in the mirror and realize time has passed. And everything you promised to do one day is behind you, and it's not just you. Studies show that people's biggest regrets are not about what they did but about what they didn't do. And the worst part, almost all of these regrets could have been avoided with a simple attitude. But what is that attitude? Many people think that life changes after 50. More time, more wisdom, more freedom, right? Wrong. The truth is that if you don't plant now, you won't reap later. The mistake is this: people spend the most productive years of their lives putting off important decisions. They keep their dreams in a drawer. They say, I'll do it later, when I have more time, when the kids grow up, when I retire. But that later never comes. I'll tell you a true story. Claudio was 48 years old. He had a good job, a comfortable home, 2 children, and a secure routine. But he always had a passion. He wanted to write a book. He had been talking about it since he was 30. He would jot down ideas, make drafts, but never follow through. Something more urgent, more practical, always came up. Until, at 51, Claudio suffered a heart attack. He didn't die, but he spent weeks in the hospital. And there, lying in a hospital bed, he realized life passed him by. The book didn't come out, and maybe it never would. Claudio survived, and today he is writing this book. But he himself said, I wasted 20 years of my life postponing what really made me feel alive. Now think, what is your book? What dream are you putting off? There is one thing you need to do before you turn 50, and it has nothing to do with money, status, or success. It's simple, but powerful. Take charge of your own life. Accept that your happiness doesn't depend on anyone else. Accept that you don't need everyone's approval. Accept that you have the right to start over, even now, even when you're tired, even when you're scared. And do you know why? Because no one is going to live your life for you. Maybe you did everything right. You studied, worked, got married, bought a house, raised children, but deep down, do you feel like something is missing? That's not weakness. That's your true self trying to speak. And most people ignore that voice until it turns into insomnia, anxiety, constant irritation, or regret. The big trap is believing that stability is the same as happiness. Stability without purpose becomes a prison. If you feel like you're wasting your time, stop right now and answer these 3 questions. If I only had 5 more years to live, what would I do differently now? What do I already know I need to change, but I am avoiding? If I had all the courage, what would I start today? These questions are uncomfortable, but they save you from a dull life. 50 years is not the end of the road, but it marks an inevitable turning point. Your body changes. Your energy changes. Your recovery time slows down. You start to lose more than you gain: friends, strength, opportunities. It's cruel to think like this, but it's true. And that's why action has to come now. It's not about racing against time. It's about not wasting the time you still have. Have you ever noticed how social media only shows stories of instant success? People who made 6 out of 7, got rich, traveled the world, But no one shows the real behind the scenes. The sleepless nights, the doubts, the fears, the new beginnings after 40. But who do you know who really wins? Those who have the courage to reinvent themselves. Those who understand that there is no right age to start, but there is an age when, if you don't start, it may be too late. The good news is, you don't have to change everything today. You just have to take the first step. Learn something new. Say no to something that drains you. Call someone you love. Take care of your body. Change the direction of a conversation. It may not seem like much, but that's how transformation begins. The secret is, small changes now generate big results in the future, and every day you put it off, you're robbing your future of a life that could have been yours. You have 2 choices now. Continue living on autopilot, pushing through the days as if they were endless. Or stop, breathe, and choose to live with intention. It doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, or 49, the only thing that matters is what you're going to do with the time you have left. Because, in the end, the biggest regret isn't what happened. It's what you knew you needed to do ... and didn't do. So, if you've come this far, it's because something inside you wants change. And my mission with this video was to remind you of one thing. You're not here to survive. You're here to live. And truly living requires courage, conscious choices, and the decision not to let your story be written by routine or fear. You still have time, but don't waste another day. Because if you don't do it before you're 50 ... you'll regret it for the rest of your life.